Hi, welcome back to Down the Shed with me, Jason. So in this video we're going to make a burglar alarm. This is experiment 28. We've also got this kit from the charity shop some time ago, which is also a burglar alarm, and funnily enough both kits cheat and use a very naughty system whereby they create a short circuit, break the short circuit by removing the tripwire. So technically the entire time that this circuit is connected, it will be using battery power or electric power, and it only operates when the tripwire is removed. However, if you connect a battery to this circuit, it will drain the battery even while it's not in operation, because it's powering the entire circuit. So let's get it built. 27 to 24, which is 24 is the transformer, 27 is the battery positive, 19 to 25, which is the collector of the transistor, and the transformer, 18 to 43, which is the base of the transistor or semiconductor, as they're calling it. What was that going? 18 to 43, which is the side of the 3.3k ohm resistor. 5 to 21, which is speaker to, oh, we don't even need a long one for that, speaker to transformer. 6 to 22, same detail, speaker opposite side to transformer. Right, 54 to 23, 23 to 30. So 54 is the 1 ohm resistor, 23 is the transformer, 23 to 30. Just trying to spot 30, which is the 0.0047 UF capacitor, ceramic. So 23 to 30, we should be able to reach over. There we go. 31 to 42, 42 to 53. So 31 is the opposite side of the capacitor. 31 to 42 is the other side of that resistor. 42 to 53 is the resistor 1 ohm. And that resistor, so those two resistors are basically a series. 20 to 26, which is the emitter of the transistor or semiconductor. And what are we looking for? 26. That's the battery negative. Now 26 to 53, use a long wire, so that is a longish wire. 26 to 53, so we're now going to short out the circuit by the battery. (26 to 53). So again, that's the 1 ohm resistor. So before we put the battery in, we'll read through the blur. I'll show you the schematic. So the circuit is unusual in that you turn it on by disconnecting the wire and turn it off by connecting the wire. Connect the wires according to the wiring checklist and schematic, including the long wire as the trip wire. Notice there is no sound. Now disconnect the trip wire and you hear a sound, an alarm. This type of circuit is used to detect burglars or other intruders. If you use a longer trip wire, you can place it across a doorway or window, and when someone goes through the doorway or window, they will trip the wire, disconnecting it, and the alarm will sound. This is how professional burglar alarms work, although some use beams of light across the doorway or window instead of wire for the trip mechanism. The tripwire could also alert your local police station instead of turning on the alarm here. The circuit is the same oscillator circuit that we didn't make in the last, except for a tripwire was added. Tripwire creates a short circuit across the transistor base so no current flows into the base and the transistor stays off. Disconnecting the tripwire eliminates the short and the oscillator works normally. We can replace the 3.3k ohm resistor with a variable resistor to adjust the loudness. So let's connect the battery. And by disconnecting this wire, so basically that circuit is still operational, it's still using battery, but it only makes the sound when we take that out. Now it says we can change the 3.3k for the variable, so I'm not sure which sides we need to connect that onto, but let's try that one. So this is now experimental. So we'll pull that wire out. There we go. Okay, so that made any difference. So we'll try this one. There we go. Well, it does change the loudness, but it also changes the tone. So that's experiment 28. I'm going to disconnect the battery so we don't use current. In the next video we shall build the Elenco's box kit, which basically uses a similar circuit, uses a short circuit. If you want a very detailed explanation, please look up Julian Eilert. I might even try link a description in the video for the Elenco's box, because he built one of these and he also identified all the discrepancies with the circuitry. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Elenco's box kit burglar alarm.